Change it, 'cause I feel my life. Hi, welcome to Improve Yourself. My name's Melissa and I am the founder of Improve Yourself, and I'm super excited to get to know you better. But before I do, I thought I would start off and let you know a little bit about me and about my journey with doTERRA and building my essential oil business. So I became a integrative nutrition health coach a while back, and through my studies I learnt a lot about nutrition, and I'd already spent quite a lot of time studying nutrition and researching and actually living a different, healthier life there. So I felt quite comfortable in the stuff that I was learning, but there was more to learn, because you can eat all the healthy green vegetables, but it doesn't mean that you are healthy if you're not healthy in the mind and if you're not living a healthy lifestyle. So there was a lot of stress in my life. I had issues with certain relationships that I had, friendships, work relationships, wasn't feeling inspired, wasn't feeling passionate. I was definitely lost before I started studying to be an integrated nutrition health coach, but once I started that, I definitely was feeling that change, that excitement, that drive that I knew that was available and it was possible. So that was sort of the start of really working more on myself, but realizing that there's just this whole nother part of enriching our lives, which is really living out our true purpose and finding what's important to us. And sometimes we don't know what that is. I know what mine is, and mine's nutrition and health and well-being. And it is also the reward I receive from sharing what I know and what I think is important and is a priority in life. So to give you a little bit of a rundown, I started my oil business with doTERRA at the start of June 2016. So for me, this is now over 2 years, and it's been interesting. Some people start off with the oils and they will use them for a long period of time before they create their business. They generally will be an oil lover and then decide that they want to go into the business. Me, I came across Kim Reed's journey and I was inspired. She'd only been doing it for about 6 months, and I liked what I was seeing her posting, and the fact that she was travelling around Australia in a caravan with 3 young kids and had just quit her job to do that. So, and that's definitely something that I'm interested in doing as well with my husband and kids. So I was still studying, and I was thinking about how it would be great to earn another income as well. So I sampled the oils, and when I was ready, I started, I bought my kit and I got started. When I decided to start with the business, I hadn't really started using the oils that much. So the biggest recommendation I can have is that you use the oils on a daily basis. When you use the oils on a daily basis and you use the doTERRA products, you create your own personal experiences and your own personal stories. And it makes it a lot easier to tell people how to use the oils when you're talking about how you use them, instead of trying to remember what you've learned or what someone else has told you, or talking about another experience. So even though I've been doing the business for 2 years, I've actually been learning about the oils for the last 2 years as well, and really having those experiences. So my journey has not probably been as fast as some people, but I've really enjoyed everything I've done so far, including all the mistakes that I've made. And I'm also doing the best I can with the time I have available, because I also have a job, a 9-to-5 job as well. So what I've worked through, I think, is the part that I'm really appreciating the most, and that is how far I've come as a person, how much I've changed in the last 2 years, and where I've had some major breakthroughs. So be prepared. Be prepared to up-level your health. Be prepared to up-level your experiences. Be prepared to be inspired and enthusiastic and motivated, and be prepared to want more for your life, because when you start this and you get those text messages from people saying, hey Melissa, my husband has been on medication, including morphine and pain relief, depression tablets, whatever you can think of. This person sent me a text message saying the amount of medications that her husband was on was just huge. Wasn't able to get out of bed, wasn't able to go to work for, I think it had been 5 or 6 years. And with the migraine blend she'd made for him, he was off the morphine for starters within a week, just from his migraine blend that she'd made up with the essential oils. When you get a text message like that and you hear from someone, I mean, it would have been great to have a phone call, but a text message, you can see how much of a difference you can make to people's lives. That is just so rewarding. And for me to be able to go and to people's homes and meet people and step out of my comfort zone has been a huge learning experience, a huge growth development. And now I just can't wait to do it. And I just love it. And I leave my workshops and I feel so excited, and I feel really warm and fuzzy when I think about all the people that are going to now have oils in their home, and they're going to be able to be empowering themselves with their own health and their families, their husbands and their children, and their work colleagues. So I find that there are just, so many benefits to this business. It's not just the financials. It's not just, a job. There's this whole nother aspect that you just, in most cases can't experience with a job, with an employer and 9 to 5. So for me, I didn't know much about the entrepreneur as such. My husband and I did have a company we ran for 11 years. We definitely had a lot of experiences with that. I had a supplement business with a friend that was doing quite well and I was really enjoying, but we had to stop that. So I knew that there was something else that I wanted, and I knew that I would have more energy and vitality when I was really inspired, and I just had to find where that inspiration was coming from. So the things that I came up with, the obstacles I found in my path, and that's if you can call them obstacles, because really it's all about learning and experiencing and growing. And a lot of people probably quit at the start because they feel really uncomfortable or yuck a lot. And I did think about quitting a lot at the start. No, actually I didn't. No, that's not true. I didn't think about it quitting, but I did think, oh shit, this is really hard. This is so hard. And yeah, my mind was just constantly like, how am I going to do this? And I was quite unsure of myself. So what did I come up against? I came up against rejection. And I was just like straight away, oh my God, no one's interested, like me turning around texting somebody that I haven't spoken to for 10 years and saying, can I meet you to talk to you about oils, and them saying I'm not interested. Oh my God, how dare they? I'm going to give up now. Like, I don't want to do this. It's too hard. It's too hard. Seriously, what the hell? What was I thinking? I mean, if this business is just about cold calling someone, and I mean, we all know what it feels like when someone calls us and, you know, they want to sell us something and we don't know them from a bar of soap and we're not thinking about the product they're trying to sell. We're thinking about the fact that we've got to get the kids to school and we haven't packed the lunches and the washing machine's beeping and the dog is, you know, waiting to be fed. Like, the last thing we're thinking about is this person that's texting saying we've got to meet them because, you know, we're not putting our health number one. So it was funny when I was getting these rejections and going, well, no one's interested. And I wasn't really thinking about what it was like to receive those kind of messages. What connection did I have with these people? And, you know, where was I just coming out of the blue with these interactions? So obviously learning about the oils and personal experiences, and then it being a lot more of a natural flow and effect of, wow, you know, I've just started my detox. I've just been sick of my sugar cravings. So I've been popping some lemon and grapefruit in my water, the essential oil, and people going, what's that? And then explaining it, and then it going from there. I had this big fear of being pushy. I didn't want to be pushy. I didn't want people to think I'm pushy. You know why? Because I was so caught up in people judging me that I was actually judging them, judging me. Great book for that is Gabrielle Bernstein's Judgment Detox. That has helped me heaps. Highly recommend it. So, you know, who are we to decide what other people think of us? Like, other people's opinions of us is actually none of our business. And you obviously need to be authentic and be yourself and not be fake, because that totally comes through. But if you are being your authentic self, you're not being pushy. That's all, again, thoughts, processes that are going through in your mind. Multi-level marketing didn't really come up for me as an issue, maybe once or twice. I listened to a great podcast, one of the first podcasts Alice Nichols did on the Whole Daily, which was on multi-level marketing. But if anybody ever says to me, oh, does this mean you're going to make money? I just turn around and say, yeah, a tiny bit. I will make a small amount. But don't worry, if you've got a problem with that, you can always go to David Jones and pay the CEO there. Or you can go to Coles and pay Coles the money that you don't want to pay your friend or family member or the person who's bothered to come to your house and teach you all about the oils, and teach you and give up their time, you know, to support their family. I don't really have an issue with the multi-level marketing, but if you do, listen to that podcast. It's fantastic. Knowing information. That's the one thing I sort of hear a lot of from people saying, oh, I don't know enough, when I know more, when I know more, when I know more. Well, I can tell you that people like Tara Bliss and Jessie Reimers and Kim Reed did not know anything about essential oils when they started their business, and they just started. And you know what? Fake it till you make it, or just go with it, or just wing it, or whatever you need to say, that's what you need to do. And that's what I did. I signed up with Kim Reed over on the Eastern States. She had just started. Our tribe of Team Bliss and Freedom Tribe was not very big when I started. So there wasn't that much information out there. There wasn't even really any mentoring. So I created a little slideshow, connected my laptop to the TV, invited a few family and friends over. They were my guinea pigs. I just read off the screen, didn't really know what I was talking about, but I tell you what, when you crack open that oil bottle and you smell, I don't even have an oil bottle in front of me. How weird is that? I mean, who doesn't have an oil bottle in front of them when they're talking? Lavender. So when I opened this up and I passed it around and I talked to the people that were there about it, oh yeah, I was totally nervous and I was shaky. Use your oils. That's what they're there for. Roll them on. Lavender, calm the F down. Frankincense, get grounded. You know what? Stop worrying about other people judging you. Think about the amazing opportunity you're having to share and allows somebody the experience of the oils and what they can get out of it and what they can benefit from using the oils. And you know what, if it's one small change you make to them and that they get a full night's sleep because their kid's sleeping through the night, they're going to be so thankful to you, and your job is done. You have helped them in one way. It's up to them to continue that experience and for them to go and educate and empower themselves with essential oils and the other doTERRA products and the other ways of living a healthier, better quality life. Because you've started that. You've put those wheels in motion for them. And that is so awesome. The other thing is people saying that they want in, but they don't. They don't actually, because they have their own stuff they're going through. So people come to you and they say, oh, I want to do the oil business with you. I definitely think I can do this. And you're like, oh my God. And then the person doesn't do anything. Or they hit roadblock after roadblock, and you start getting your messages and they don't commit. So what? Who cares? It doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean that they aren't going to ever do it. They have their own journey. They have their own time, their own things to work through. So let them. Be there to support them, be their rock, provide the resources. I've hopefully provided lots of resources and will continue to provide them. But know that it's okay. It's okay. They will join you if and when they want to, because maybe they're not ready to step out of their comfort zone. Maybe they have issues with their finances and they don't feel like they deserve to earn the money. Maybe they have insecurities in themselves and standing in front of people is just too overwhelming and scary. You don't know what is going through someone's mind, what is happening in their life. Maybe their life is really stressed, and you know they would benefit from this business. You know they would benefit from joining you. But they're saying no, or their actions are saying no. Who cares? It's fine. They will come. They will come. The people that you want in your business will come. And you know what? Let them go if they don't push. I find that they're probably not meant for you. They might not be meant for the Improve Yourself team. Maybe they're not the kind of people that we need here. We need amazing, inspiring people. And you know how we get there? By growing. Because you know what? None of us are perfect. We're all carrying a hell of a lot of shit on our backs. We got childhood problems, we've got friendship problems, we got finance problems, we got children problems, we got everything you can think of, and we're all working through it. Something has happened to all of us, and moving forward and wanting to better ourselves, well, we're on the right path just by using the oils, because we're having an amazing experience. What are the positives? Shit, well, I get to go to people's homes and make new friends, meet other women that can teach me stuff about myself, about the oils, about my community, about things that I had no idea. I have learned to not be so perfect, not be so judgy. That is hard work. You know, to have empathy and understanding that everyone's coming from a different place. To be able to see women that are hurting and in pain and are just dying for some comfort, some resolution, some solution to what they're going through. That's something I get to experience. I get to have an amazing experience with other women that are doing the business, that are getting so many benefits that they're fun to talk to. They have gratitude in their lives. They say thanks, like, thanks, Melissa, for doing this. And you know what? When I'm asking them for help, can you help me? I don't need to feel bad because they're an amazing bunch of women. And that is so cool. I think I've had a lot of blocks with women. I've found that I conflict with them quite easily, and I used to always just talk to men, which didn't please my husband that much. But you know what? There's so many women in pain, and they behave badly because of what they're going through. And all you got to do is just be nice and be you and shine, and you can flip that. And then the next thing you know, these women are coming to you for oils, or to be your friend, or to join your oily community, or to do the business with you. How freaking amazing is that? And then you see why they're in your life, because you learn their amazing qualities and you aspire to their good qualities. Bonus. So many things there. Passion, waking up, excited, purpose. I love it. I love getting up in the morning and I do my health rituals, my water, my dry brushing, my oil pulling, using my oils, putting them all over my body so I feel amazing. Being passionate, knowing my day has a purpose, knowing I'm going to go out there and talk to somebody and I might make an experience with them. I might sample them an oil, and they message me and go, oh my God, my son's got the shits and I just rubbed Digessan on his tummy and he doesn't have the shits anymore and he doesn't have a stomach cramp. Thank you. Personal growth. Be totally prepared for it. I will share with you, and it's totally up to you if you're interested and you're open to it, because this is your journey. But I will share with you all the personal growth work I'm doing this whole year. So the last 8 months has been on my personal growth, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the person I'm changing. I did not know I had so many issues and hang-ups and blocks and triggers and whatever you want to call it. And I'm loving being empowered and thinking about things in a positive way, and being inspired by people, and up-leveling, the person, up-leveling my beliefs and becoming the person that, I really want to be. I want people to look at me and go, man, she is living the life I want to live. She's healthy. She's motivated. She's happy. And sometimes she's a grumpy, moody cow. Yeah, when none of us are perfect. But I love waking up and excited and passionate and going, what am I doing today? So the personal growth, the passion, it's awesome. There's so many people I'm learning from. Brene Brown, Tony Robbins, hello, amazing. Who else do I listen to? I listen to Alice Nichols. I listen to Ange Peters. I listen to Tiffany Peterson. Peter, what's her name? Total blank. There's so many people out there that are inspiring. Listen to them on a daily basis. Gary Vee, listen to them daily basis. You will think positive. It doesn't matter how much you wake up thinking negative. It's only a matter of time of listening and surrounding yourself with all that positive talk and their inspiring talk, their growth development, and their routines that they do. You slowly start adding those in. Oh my God, you're going to see a huge difference. My purpose is very clear to me. And it will probably change over time, but my purpose is clear, and I feel a lot more fulfillment. I know I have so much more to grow. I have so much more work to do. I have so much more growing, and I've got a shitload of stuff to work out, shitload of crap to siphon through and get rid of. I've definitely got a lot more work to do. And you know what? Some days I just wake up and I don't have it. I use my oils that day, I protect myself, I come home and I eat my food that makes me feel good, and I get a good night's sleep, and I wake up and bam, I'm back to being the person I want to be, and I'm living my intentions. I'm breathing and walking and talking exactly the way I want to. So if you are prepared to go through all those blocks and those triggers and those self-doubts and those pity parties and those rejections, and you are ready to get inspired and motivated, and meet some other amazing people that are just as amazing as you, and which will show you how amazing you actually are if you're doubting yourself and if you're not awesome. But if you're ready for that, this is the community, and I'm hoping you will help me create that community as well. This is for you. So if you're feeling really inspired by my video, please let me know. You can private message me, or however you want to. But I just felt like I really needed to add this in and just talk about myself and how much I've worked through and how much more I still have to work through. But I'm truly grateful, because if doTERRA wasn't in my life, I don't think I would be bouncing out of bed in the morning, tripping over all the dog chewed stuff and my kids, but still bouncing out of bed. So yeah, thanks for listening.